Guys, this is an email proving child abuse from federal agent Noel Aaron Marquez. Absolute proof and freaking more than enough reasonable suspicion to make an arrest on him that was sent not only to Sheriff Marcos Lopez, it was sent to Captain Lori Mingione, Captain Chris Baker, Captain Kevin Wilkinson, what else is in the list? DCF Cheyenne Henry, DCF Carlos Robos, DCF Jessica Scott, which, by the way, I'm suing in court right now. She's a DCF CPI that's committed perjury and lied and colluded with him and all these other scumbags. Suzanne Ellis Clochette, which is the lead homicide detective for Osceola County for child abuse. And I sent this. This is the email that I've sent. I want it documented. I want you to spread it everywhere because they've completely ignored it again. And by the way, this is the, fifth email in like 7 days that's been ignored about this matter. But this email has attachments, videos, evidence, everything. But they're all colluding with this federal agent and covering his ass that's abusing my kids. Let me read it. So I'm documenting here now that it's been 5 days that all of you have ignored my emails and my children and are still not only being abused by your Customs and Border Patrol federal agent buddy you keep protecting and my illegal Thai druggie hooker wife, but my children being left with crackhead Michelle Gillum in her drug trafficking house across the street while she is smoking drugs around them in the same room. As documented now from the visitation center on court record, and I've been reporting for 2 years to law enforcement and courts, and is attached also is a sworn affidavit signed back on 9/11/2023 from my neighbor lady that was in the room in that video here. And she swears in her sworn statement, and it's in the video, guys. The video has my son saying Neil was punching him in the back, and now he's got 2 bruises all of a sudden. Anyways, and she swears in her sworn statement about Noel punching my son in his lower back, and now, almost 2 months later, he has 2 big bruises on his lower back, and he gives 3 different stories where they came from after he said he was scared to be in big trouble if he told me bad things in front of the monitor. That is going on. And you say there is no abuse again? Sick. Now I also attach Detective Suzanne Ellis Clochette, as she is a part of this mess and needs to see this. See this video from 8/25/2022, and there are tons more. That's that video again. And again, this is like 2 months ago, when I had it on video in front of my neighbor and she signed a sworn affidavit about her presence and what he said, and it's on video what he said. My son said that Neil was punching him in the back. And now 2 months later, he has 2 big bruises from it because he's doing it again. Anyways, furthermore, I've just filed a federal lawsuit against y'all's buddy, federal agent, wife beater, child abuser, cheater, Noel Aaron Marquez, and been in contact with someone that is trying to help his wife after she caught him cheating on his wife and my wife and has been violent and threw her out of her house and alienated from her 3 kids. But she is completely terrified of him because he is a federal agent. Well, apparently so is everybody else. The judges, the sheriff, the frickin' DCF officers. That's what this is all about. They keep covering this guy's ass. And I've had it. He's not going to abuse my kids anymore. Anyways, let me continue to read. Her name is Greta Gallon Marquez, and she is a witness also to this monster's abuse, but scared to talk right now. All of us would love to know how y'all are going to cover this evidence up this time, ? Note, on Sunday I filed a complaint with the sheriff's office and demanded a new forensic interview be done on the children, and this time on police body camera, and was promised last time, like I was promised last time, but not done. And I demanded the children be drug tested, but we are here. Here we are 5 days later, and nothing has been done. I am working on a couple other lawsuits for y'all, for all of you to be including including Seowani versus Florida in Florida federal court and Seowani versus the United States in U.S. Court of Federal Claims in Washington, D.C. With this video and evidence attached, there is clearly enough probable cause for an arrest on Noelle Ellen Marquez, if not as well, corrupt Judge Holly Ann Darenthal. And if one is not made, at least on Noelle, and the law is not upheld, and my children are not finally taken away from danger, I'm also going to the media and the feds. Please stop covering child abuse. Thank you, Donald Seowani. And attached is the notice of affidavit from my neighbor detailing the abuse that she heard out of my son's mouth. There's a visitation report from the monitor that heard about it out of my son's mouth. And then there's the lawsuit against the federal agent, Noelle Aaron Marquez. And you know what? It's been ignored. Spread this everywhere, folks.